flowing Dutchman, yeah, the flowing Dutchman. I'm Mr. Beverman, I be the flowing Dutchman. Yeah, shuffle on the production. Like this, yeah, the flowing Dutchman, yeah.
Boom! Welcome to the Lifemaxx Crossmaxx Macebell. Boom! Welcome to the Lifemaxx Crossmaxx Macebell 4 kilograms review. Now, why 4 kilograms? You'd say, like, oh, that's so light. Well, it actually isn't, and you're gonna find out why. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm a mace instructor, coach, and I teach workshops all over the world. I also have online courses specifically designed to help you with your mace skills as a coach or just as a practitioner. Now, why did I wanted to do this review? I've got quite a lot of questions, about which mace to buy, which one do you feel is the best. So I just figured I just throw this out, say something about it, and who knows, it might help you deciding which one you want to get. Now, first of all, 4 kilograms. That is not so much weight. We're used to doing dumbbells, we're used to doing curls, pull up like 100 kilograms. Like, what is 4 kilograms? Well, actually, the weight is primarily in the hand or globe. So this one is hollow. It should be hollow. If it's not hollow, don't go with that mace. So the 4 kilograms is actually here. So it depends on where you hold it as to how heavy it becomes. So you can imagine that right now, it's more like 40 kilograms I'm holding. I'm not actually sure about that though. So considering learning new moves, they're not so easy because you're not actually contracting your muscle all the time. You're actually letting go, and you have to feel with the momentum of the mace. And as you growing your skill, you might also consider more in the mace flow type of training. You will do some exercises that will require, one hand swinging only from the head. You're going to do flips. You can imagine that if this weight would be a lot more, this would be a hell of a thing to learn. So that's why I always advise people to go for a light mace. Especially first, because I've had quite a few people who bought a 8 kilograms as their first mace or 10 kilograms. I actually ordered a 12 and a 4, and I thought the 4 was going to be for my students, but actually ended up using the 4 and waited a long time till I got to the 12. So just about that. Now more about the mace. So in Europe we have different types of maces. Most companies think in kilograms, and they go from 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 to 12, 16 and maximally 20. I've not seen a European company yet with 25. But that is not the issue for today anyway. Now, the thing I'd like you to consider, I also brought an American one, and this is an Onnit mace. And you can see the difference in diameter. The Onnit mace is a lot wider, you see? So it actually takes more of your grip to hold it as to the Lifemaxx mace. Now, I personally like that. So I like the American mace. That's why I use it a lot, because it has a little bit more weight, like 0.7 kilograms, and it has a thicker weight, so it actually feels you're doing more. But for women and people with smaller hands, the smaller handle is actually more beneficial. So I use it a lot with female students, and they really like this mace. And I also like it. Only it just feels a little bit more of a toy to me than the other mace. So as for the coating, now from the European brands I tried, this has got to be the best coating. There's almost no damage to this one yet, and I've had them in a car all over. So a lot of maces stacked up on each other, so they must get some damage in. I'm not particularly caring for them in that sense. You can see that the coating is off a little bit, You know that happens because you set it on the ground and sometimes you hit something, so that definitely happens. But I've tried some maces and the coating just flips off after about 2 or 3 months, even though you didn't even, you know, scratch it too much. So this coating is very good. The balance, so how it's centered, is also very good. So if you do like a regular 360, wow, it just feels really solid, balanced. And the knurling also slides good. Knurling stays good as well. It's also important. Sometimes after a month the knurling is already gone. So in comparison to the on-it one, I'd say I would go for the on-it one, but in Europe we don't have that choice. So I'd advise you to get a Lifemaxx Crossmaxx Macebell if you live in Europe or if you can get one. If you have any other questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications to get more videos on mace training.
I miss the Dutchman, I miss the man, I keep the head bumping. And now the shuffle makes me